As the days get shorter and the weather outside worsens, many of us neglect our bike training during the winter months and get less fit. And in my case, being constantly surrounded by tins of Quality Street and plates of mince pies certainly doesn't help. However, Coach Ken has come up with a session that will hopefully help us maintain fitness over the winter. So what are the benefits of this session, Ken?
Okay, lots of benefits to this session other than just helping you burn off your mince pies. We're going to be helping you maintain your power at VO2 max over the course of the winter, because it's easy to let that element of fitness slip away if you're just doing slow and steady traditional winter training. This is far more time efficient, far more interesting and fun, and it will keep you getting back on the bike and keep you trying to up your power and up your threshold all the way through the winter, so that when you get to spring, you're in much better condition than you would be than if you just sat at home nibbling away at Quality Streets instead of getting out on your bike.
And it also means that you'll have plenty of time to watch all the Christmas TV and the Queen's speech.
And do all your stretching, foam rolling and core exercises.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, of course. I mean, I've never. Yeah. So Ken, describe for us this session.
Okay, so this is a really fun session. After a short 15 to 20 minute warm up, we're going to be doing two 20-minute blocks of really hard work. So the bulk of that 20 minutes is going to be done at 85% of your functional threshold power, and then once every 5 minutes there's going to be a 30-second burst as hard as you can go without stopping your ability to come straight back onto that 85% power. So there is a target of 120% of your FTP, but if you feel like you can do more than that without having to have a complete rest afterwards, then go for it. And there's a short rest in between the two main blocks for about 5 minutes, and then a nice long cool down to flush out all of that hard work that you've done.
So how best to perform this session? Well, a smart trainer is going to be really beneficial for a number of reasons. So firstly, you're doing quite long intervals here, sort of 20 minutes, and it can be quite boring if you don't have any form of entertainment. And a smart trainer is going to enable you to either perform this workout in a virtual world or ride up a famous climb if you use the Tacx software, which is just going to make the time pass a lot faster, I would say. But also, you can pre-program the workout into Tacx's app or other third-party apps such as Zwift and Trainer Road, and that just basically takes a lot of the thinking away for you and enables you to just concentrate on the effort, something I find really useful, because what then that does is it just changes the resistance depending on which interval you're on.
Yeah, it does make life a lot easier. You can just focus on the effort and focus on delivering the session that you intend to do. Because when they get really difficult, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of concentration just to keep pushing the pedals that hard. So it is a big advantage. And this particular session for maintaining form over winter, there's a lot of turbo trainers that you could do this workout on. But something like the Tacx Flux, the big heavy flywheel there, makes it feel a lot more realistic and a lot more like riding out on the road, which is a real advantage. If you enjoy being on a turbo trainer and it feels good, then you're more likely to keep getting back on there several times a week. From a coach's point of view as well, it's a huge advantage if it's got an accurate power meter in there, because you can then track changes to your fitness over time by comparing your power versus your heart rate and seeing how the two interact and how they change from one session to the next. So it really helps motivate you if you know for sure that you're getting fitter.
So if you enjoyed this video and found it useful and are now less worried about eating all those mince pies over Christmas, then be sure to check out the other videos with Ken's training sessions in this series and subscribe to the Cycling Weekly channel.
Stop encouraging people to eat mince pies. Stop it.
I love mince pies.
Keep away from the pies.